20 years ago when we started, it was after 9/11, where the airline industry was supposedly going to be written off. Now we're starting the digital business after COVID. I say after because we are coming to an end to it. There is an end.
Right.
And, analysts, are saying the same thing they did to me 20 years ago, right? How are you going to compete with Singapore Airlines? How are you going to compete with Grab? How are you going to compete with MAS? How are you going to compete with Food Panda? Whatever. So, a couple of them have missed the trick as to what we're trying to do. But I'm not here to prove them wrong now. Let the numbers talk. Let the business talk. All I can say is, wow, we've taken an airline that is on the ground, used this time productively to go and build a digital business that is attracting investment. And very soon you'll see an investment coming in of $100 million from a very top-class investor. Gojek are not idiots to take 5% of a share in AirAsia. Super app. And so let the numbers talk. Let the results talk.
You will have to go up against in Southeast Asia a space that it is getting kind of crowded in terms of.
And the airline space wasn't crowded?
Right. So
I was competing against Malaysian Airlines that had tons of capital, whether rightly or wrongly, tons of capital. Singapore Airlines has the best investor in the world as their shareholder, Temasek, right? Thai International, the Thai government, Garuda at that time, the government of Indonesia, right? But we did all right. Is it going to be in the world, even in America with Amazon's huge dominance? Is there only one Amazon? Walmart's making a dent in them. Others are coming up, right? There's Etsy, there's loads of products out there. There's even Facebook is so dominant and Google is so dominant, but there's Amazon, there's lots, right? This isn't a zero-sum game. We're going to have our own customers. And we have an ecosystem that's different from Grab, different from Gojek.
The interest also lies in what's to come. For example, you've spoken about possible SPAC listing. There's a lot of interest in SPAC listings now with what Grab has done. Could you run us through what that could look like? How close are you to making such a move?
Yeah, we're virgins in this, right? We're newbies in this, and we were approached by a few companies to do a SPAC. We're appointing a bank. We just got proposals from PricewaterhouseCoopers to help us do a listing, and we've got a quote from our auditors to get an American listing. So, do we raise capital first, then a SPAC? Do we do a SPAC straight away? That's for the board to decide. And my job is just to put a lot of options in front. We don't need a lot of capital to really grow. We're different from the others. We need about $300 million, and I think that'd be it. Imagine what we've done with no money. Give us a little bit of liquidity. We have things that the others don't. We have an amazing database, but business travel will take a hit. It already was taking a hit, right? I mean, if you talk, I was on a panel with the Mandarin Oriental CEO, and he said pre-COVID business travel was down 40%. Many of them are turning their hotels into service apartments, etc. So those that survive on business travel will have differences. Conventions will take a while to get back to where they were, the MICE market, but we'll get back. But I think business travel is forever affected because Zoom, and it's technology, right? It's a CD moment. Who wants to jump on a plane when you can do the meeting in 1 hour on Zoom, right? We lived through it with Zoom and the like. So there's nothing like getting out to the market as well. So that will still happen, but it'll just be less frequent, if you ask me.